In business news, the Kenya Revenue Authority could lose billions of shillings in petroleum revenue if members of parliament agree to a proposal annulling the amendment of the Petroleum Development Levy Order 2021. The levy was increased to 5 shillings and 40 cents a litre in July of 2020 from 40 cents, with the intention of using the money to keep fuel prices stable when international oil prices increase. But as Brenda Kerubo reports, lawmakers are not convinced that the money is channeled towards the stabilization process.
It continues to grip the country's attention, the high fuel prices.
You are going to ask us what's happening with the price again. And are we going to tell them that you have applied the stabilization fund to another item of expenditure?
National Treasury administers the Petroleum Development Levy on behalf of the Ministry of Petroleum and Mining. Data provided by the Kenya Revenue Authority indicates 2.165 billion shillings was raised in 2018-2019, 2 billion shillings in 2019-2020, and 25.88 billion shillings in 2020-2021. Treasury says only 6.6 billion shillings was drawn to compensate oil marketers for cutting their margins and quoting lower fuel prices for consumers. But it released a further 2.2 billion shillings to the Energy Ministry and 18.2 billion shillings to the Infrastructure Ministry. The account now has 3.6 billion shillings remaining. According to Treasury, that amount was not enough to stabilize fuel prices in the month of September-October 2021, since the Ministry of Petroleum had asked for 5 billion shillings.
The fund does not have that money, and consequently, that request has not been honored.
When there is a very specific purpose for this fund, the ministry went ahead and dispersed the same amount of money to Minister of Energy. I don't know what Minister of Energy was stabilizing.
We have definitely moved away from what the regulations require. Actually, we are bordering on illegally applying the fund.
Can you be able also to get money from another fund and put this money into this stabilization? Because what you are going to borrow is actually 1.4 billion, so that we can have stabilize the prices.
The Committee on Delegated Legislation has recommended to the House to annul the amendment order in entirety, but Treasury warns any amendment of a tax law will lead to a supplementary appropriations bill that lowers the national government expenditure program. To put it bluntly, any attempt to cut the rates of taxes and levies imposed on petroleum products will have adverse effects on the budget.
What will be the effect if we scrapped it and allowed the Kenyan to have this shilling himself in the pocket?
We need more revenue. That is what I must say. It's a reality. And not having that revenue, that is where we go to borrow. And we have to watch our fiscal framework and our economy just to make sure that we don't continue having excessive fiscal deficits.
Is it not possible to reduce our expenditure as a country and do some of the things over time? Or is it that our expenditure as a country is cast on stone?
We only collect what we have been asked to collect by law. We actually don't collect a shilling more. And if we collect a shilling more, there is a very well laid down procedure for members or the people paying the taxes to follow to object to the Commissioner's decision.
Fuel prices are a key determinant to inflation in the country and overall have an effect on the cost of food, transport, electricity, and manufacturing of goods in the country. Brenda Kerubo, KTN News.